All right. Thoughts on the possible new Avengers team? Oh, I did see that. Let me see if I can find it. Avengers team. The source of this is Alex P, who is reliable. They're a writer for My Cosmic Circus, which this is my backup account, so I'm not following all my usual people here. But the Cosmic Circus, they've been pretty reliable in the past. They post news updates and things have been proven right. I follow them, and whenever they say something, I tend to believe it because they have a track record. And so one of their writers, Alex PK, was going around saying who is going to be showing up in the Avengers lineup here. And looking at this roster, we have Captain America, Sam Wilson, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Falcon, Hulk, Wong, Valkyrie, Shang-Chi, Katie, Ant-Man, and Wasp. Now, I'm trying to find the photo. Someone posted, like, look at this. This is the fan reaction to that. A checkmark account too, by the way. I wouldn't have it any other way. But then again, another checkmark account said yes, and they were very happy with it. So, some of this I love, some of this I hate. Why is Katie, Aquafina's character, considered an Avenger? Now, I have nothing against Aquafina. I know she's getting a lot of hate on the internet. People don't like her. I actually kind of enjoy her. She has a show on Comedy Central. I don't know if it's still going, but I used to watch it. It was called like Nora in the North or something. Nora from Queens, I think was the name of the show. I thought she was funny in that. I like her. Why is she listed as an Avenger? Is she going to get superpowers in Shang-Chi 2? Is she that vital and essential? And then also, there's just not enough people in here that like super excite me. Like Sam Wilson, Captain America, yes, makes sense. Captain Marvel, most powerful one of the most powerful people they have here. I like that. Then you have the Hulk. Yes, but I'm tired of Smart Hulk, okay? Professor Hulk is just not cutting it for me. I need something to happen to this version of the Hulk and for him to go back to his savage roots. Valkyrie, yeah, I guess that makes sense. She's running Asgard. Where's Thor? Why her over Thor? Wouldn't she be busy with Asgard? And why isn't Thor part of this team? Wong, Ant-Man and the Wasp, I'm like, I guess since they were the setup from Kang Dynasty, from Quantum Mania into what was Kang Dynasty, guess they got to be in there. Really happy Shang-Chi's coming back because I thought he was badass and I need more cool action scenes. I'm a She-Hulk defender. I love that green girl. She is mommy. I want her to stay. But this team right here, if I'm being honest, as much as a big MCU supporter as I am, this team right here is not going to sell tickets. You make an Avengers trailer or marketing surrounding this team? Kevin Feige, you better be buying half them tickets because I just don't know. And seeing like Wong, but not Doctor Strange, I'm assuming their reasoning for that is because Wong is technically, Master Supreme? Since, what's that role called? Since Sorcerer Supreme, since Doctor Strange blipped for 5 years, so he lost out on the role. The other way to explain this is, they've been saying that this is like the losing team, the team that's going to go up against whatever the threat is and loses, and then the big players show up in the next movie to save them. So they do kind of like an Infinity War thing going on here, because obviously the people you really want to see are like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. Who else could be in there? I don't freaking know. But like, those are like very big people that you're like, how come they're not part of this Avengers team? Like Spider-Man alone is better. Yeah. Captain America is definitely carrying this team. Yeah. Thor in there as well. You got to have Thor part of that team. I'm just like, man, and also what about Black Panther? Shuri right now is the Black Panther. Why isn't she part of this team? I mean, she's someone in there. And if it's a world universe threat, throw in Namor while you're at it, man. It just like, they saying, they getting clapped. It's pretty sad here, this team. As much as I like have faith and I want to see it through, what's the storyline here? Who's the villain? What's going down? Because right now this, not getting me that excited. So let's read some other details. I haven't seen what else he said about this. And again, take it with a grain of salt. But like I said, this to me is a reliable guy. I feel like it has a lot of information correct. So let's see. It said, so someone asked, no Black Panther and She-Hulk, but Katie and Valkyrie on the team? And he responds with, She-Hulk is not interested in being a superhero and will only join when she and her loved ones are threatened. So I'm assuming Bruce and probably her friends. Wakanda is in a bit of a tense moment due to the political shifts that happen in Wakanda Forever. And yes, Katie is with Shang and Valkyrie and has ties with the Avengers. So I guess that makes sense because remember, the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi was literally him and Katie talking to Captain Marvel and Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk, about his bracelet, his rings, about like, oh, they're alien tech, they're sending a signal, what's going on? And then they went karaokeing with Wong. Spidey, he's disconnected following the events of No Way Home and what happened in Spider-Man 4. But he'll be there for Avengers 5. Okay, so isn't this one? So he will be there? He's just not part of the Avengers? Wait, whoa, what does that mean? What? But he'll be there for... Wait, isn't Avengers 5 this next one, or am I wrong? We have the first Avenger, we have Ultron, Infinity War, Endgame. Yeah, this next one is 5. So he will be there, but I guess he's not part of the Avenger team. This also kind of makes sense. I know it's weird, but you got to remember, in the MCU, no one knows who Spider-Man is. They remember Spider-Man helping out in Infinity War and Endgame, but remember, by the end of that movie, everybody was helping out fight Thanos. That battle scene where everybody comes through the portals, Spider-Man is probably an afterthought. So without the knowledge of people knowing who Peter Parker is, he might not be considered an Avenger. He might just be like the guy we call in case of emergencies or something, which, yeah, kind of sucks. So I guess that makes sense why Peter isn't like thought of right away to be part of the team, because it's like they don't really know him. They don't trust him. They don't know who the guy behind the mask is. So they wouldn't even know how to call him or contact him. They would just hang around New York till they see him swinging. Let's see here. But do you expect them in Secret Wars? I expect everyone and their mother for Secret Wars. But what I'm giving everyone is the current lineup of available Avengers if Avengers 5 happened tomorrow. Notice how it's unbelievably underwhelming and lacking in members, which is why the film is in question and is getting delayed. Okay, so he's making it sound like Marvel is aware they have a mid-Avengers movie on their hands. They know if they just show that team again, tickets ain't being sold. We're getting essentially what is a flop for an Avengers movie, which is unheard of because they've all been bangers, right? So they're taking their time to be like, how do we make this exciting? How do we make this good? So, okay, that seems nice. Okay, but no Spider-Man, Thor, Daredevil, and Doctor Strange. And it's like Spider-Man, wait for Spider-Man 4. Thor, wait for Thor 5. Daredevil, wait for Spider-Man 4. Doctor Strange, involved with Clea in another dimension. And I really won't expect him to show up in Avengers 5. If Doctor Strange 3 pans out, I'm told that it will pan out. So that makes sense also. Multiverse of Madness ended with Doctor Strange going into another dimension, trying to stop an incursion. He's not even on Earth to help right now. He's on his own adventure. So I guess that makes sense why Doctor Strange isn't part of this lineup. What about Kamala? She's forming the Young Avengers, which is why America Chavez, Kate Bishop, Casey Lang, and others aren't on the current Avenger roster. See, that's what I'm wondering too. I'm like, where are the Young Avengers and when do they plan to squeeze in their movie if this is what you're doing for Avengers 5? Like, what I'm afraid of is the main people lose and then it's up to the Young Avengers to save them, which could be a fun movie. You know, that could be cool seeing the young, unexperienced Avengers have to form together to save the big boys. But, you know, that's me just kind of playballing it here. This is a partial Avengers lineup. If Marvel only moves forward with the projects they have right now, don't delay Avengers 5. This is not what the final Avengers lineup is for Avengers 5. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, a bunch of stuff that we've been hearing on here. Trying to see if there's anything new. Monica is currently stuck in the X-verse, so that's why she's not part of it. And we'll see how Deadpool fits into this. I'm surprised you don't already just include Deadpool as part of the next Avenger team. So, yeah, this is sounding questionable, but, you know, I haven't jumped off the Marvel train. I still enjoy these movies, but I want to love them again. You know, I want to love them the way I did Guardians 3. Right now, Ant-Man, the Marvels, what's coming up? What's next? You know, I'm excited for Captain America 4, but I'm so afraid it's going to be another okay, just fine superhero movie like the Marvels and Quantumania, where I want these to be amazing again, you know? We'll see, my friends. We'll see. So that's that lineup. What else we got to talk about here? Marvel is slowly dying. I think the entire comic book genre is slowly dying, my friends. We're seeing a dip.